The world of motorsports is moving at breakneck speed, and we are here to bring you the latest updates you cannot afford to miss. First up, we turn our attention to HRC MotoGP test rider Aleix Espargaro, who is currently on the long road to recovery after a major accident. Following a private test at Sepang, the rider underwent a grueling 6-hour operation where doctors fused 4 of his vertebrae. While the situation is serious, it is a relief to report that he is already mobile and beginning the healing process after a challenging time in the operating room.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next, we shift gears to the high-octane action of the WorldSBK circuit, where Ducati star Nicolo Bulega is absolutely dominating the competition. He just smashed the lap record at Assen during the WorldSBK Superpole with a blistering time of 1:32.144 that left the field in his wake. As the current championship leader, he continues to prove that he is the man to beat, while riders like Sam Lowes and Iker Lecuona fight to close the massive gap he has created at the front of the grid. The future of MotoGP is being rewritten, and we have the exclusive breakdown on how the new concession system will fundamentally change the playing field in 2027. MotoGP Sporting Management has confirmed that all existing manufacturers will start the 2027 season in a clean slate Group B, effectively resetting the competitive balance across the board. This massive shakeup is designed to manage development through mid-season checkpoints based strictly on race performance, forcing teams to adapt to new technical regulations faster than ever before. This strategic reset regarding the 2027 concession system means that after the final race in Valencia, this November, the development rules for every factory will be completely transformed. No manufacturer will be allowed to field regular race riders for testing anymore, creating a strict divide between factory stars and dedicated test programs as we move into a new era of racing. We are covering every turn of this story, so if you want to stay ahead of the pack, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon to get notified the second we drop our next update. Imagine hitting the track with the precision of a top-tier test rider, only to have your career and your body brought to a sudden, painful halt. That is exactly what has happened to HRC MotoGP test rider Aleix Espargaro. After a brutal crash during a private test session at Sepang, Espargaro has undergone a grueling 6-hour surgery to fuse 4 of his vertebrae. It is a sobering reminder of the razor-thin line these athletes walk between chasing high-speed development and facing a life-altering injury. While the news is tough, there is a silver lining. Despite the severity of the fractures, his spinal cord remained miraculously untouched. It is incredible what modern medical expertise can do, as Dr. Fial and his team managed to stabilize the injury effectively. Espargaro shared an honest, vulnerable update on Instagram, showing the physical reality of the recovery process with photos of his surgical scars. He is currently focused on moving again and getting back home, but the road ahead is clearly going to be a long one. This incident throws a wrench into Honda's testing plans, confirming that he won't be making a wildcard appearance at the Spanish Grand Prix in Jerez this weekend. It leaves us wondering exactly how this impacts Honda's developmental timeline for the upcoming season, especially with the 850cc transition looming. We are wishing Aleix a steady and painless recovery. If you appreciate these deep dives into the heart of the MotoGP paddock, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a beat. After all, the race doesn't stop just because someone is sidelined. It is only the beginning of a different kind of challenge. What do you think the impact of his absence will be on Honda's progress this year? Drop a comment below and let's get the discussion going. Ever wondered what it looks like when a rider just hits a different gear? Nicolo Bulega didn't just win pole position at the Assen WorldSBK Superpole. He absolutely obliterated the lap record, posting a blistering 1:32.144 Bulega is making the championship lead look like a comfortable stroll in the park, proving once again that he is the man to beat this season. But the drama didn't end with him. Sam Lowes pulled off a brilliant ride to split the factory Ducatis, snagging second place and reminding everyone why he's a veteran force to be reckoned with. Iker Lecuona rounded out the front row, locking in a dominant start for Ducati. Look a little further back, and things get interesting. Danilo Petrucci managed to be the fastest non-Ducati rider in fourth, though he was nearly 8/10 off Bulega's pace, a gap that really highlights just how much work the rest of the field has to do to bridge the gap to that Italian machine. We saw a mix of manufacturers on the second row with Xavi Vierge and Alex Lowes, and it was tight, separated by just 0.5 of a second, which is exactly the kind of chaos we love in WorldSBK. Elsewhere, it was a mixed bag for the legends. Two-time champ Alvaro Bautista had to settle for 7th, and the struggles continued for others like Jonathan Rea, who found himself all the way down in 17th. It is a harsh reminder that in this sport, the top spot is never guaranteed. What did you think of that record-shattering performance from Bulega? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss our breakdown of the race results. In racing, yesterday's records are just tomorrow's targets. Ever wondered how MotoGP keeps the playing field level when one manufacturer starts running away with the championship? It is all about the concession system, a chess game played in the technical rulebook that is about to see a massive shakeup. Originally launched in 2014 to help Ducati climb out of the basement, this system became the secret weapon of the sport. Now, with the dawn of the 2027 technical revolution, everything is changing again. But don't worry, the concessions aren't going anywhere. They are evolving. Here is the twist. Starting in 2027, every single manufacturer currently on the grid will be reset to Group B status. It is a clean slate. No one gets an advantage, and no one is left behind. Think of it as a forced reset of the leaderboard. Then, midway through the 2027 season, the sport will hit the first checkpoint. Depending on how the bikes perform in those opening rounds, factories will be shuffled into the tiered ranking system based on their actual results. It is essentially a high-stakes performance audit that keeps the competition honest. Interestingly, the rules even leave a trapdoor open for potential newcomers, placing them directly into the most lenient Group D category to help them get up to speed. However, there is a catch. The clock resets immediately after this year's Valencia finale. That means by the time we hit the post-season test, the new rules are already active, and the days of manufacturers exploiting loopholes with race riders in private tests are over. From now on, test duties are strictly for test riders until the official season begins. It is a bold move to ensure that the 2027 era doesn't just belong to one powerhouse, but to whoever can adapt the fastest. Is this the perfect way to keep the racing tight, or does it punish innovation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on MotoGP's technical evolution, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more deep dives. Who do you think will come out on top when the reset happens in 2027? Let's talk about it. Ever wondered how MotoGP keeps the racing close when one manufacturer seems to leave everyone else in the dust? It is all about the concession system, a secret weapon that has been shaping the grid since 2014. Originally designed to help brands like Ducati close the gap to the Japanese giants, the table has well and truly turned. Now, with a massive technical overhaul hitting in 2027, the big question is, will these performance tiers stick around? The short answer is yes, but not in the way you might expect. When the 2027 season kicks off, we are hitting the reset button. Every single manufacturer currently on the grid will start in Group B, a middle ground tier that currently sits empty. It is a bold, clean slate that forces everyone to prove their worth all over again right out of the gate. The real drama starts at the mid-season checkpoint. Based on those early results, teams will be shuffled into their respective groups, effectively leveling the playing field as the season progresses. There is even a clever provision for new manufacturers entering the sport, placing them in Group D to give them a fighting chance against the established titans. It is a fascinating strategy that prioritizes competitive balance over pure status. But here is the kicker. The clock starts ticking the moment the final flag drops at the Valencia Grand Prix this November. That postseason test, that is the new era in action. Teams will have to navigate these rules immediately, with strict limitations on who can ride and how much testing they can actually do. No more loopholes for factory riders to jump on the bikes early. From here on out, it is all about the designated test riders. This shift is a game changer for the sport's parity. It keeps the big teams on their toes and gives the underdogs a genuine lifeline to climb back into contention. As we look toward 2027, one thing is clear. MotoGP isn't just changing its bikes, it's changing how we measure success. What do you think? Is this balanced approach the future of motorsport, or does it punish innovation too harshly? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the technical side of the track. In the world of MotoGP, the only constant is change, and 2027 is looking like the biggest shift yet.